As these businesses go more towards Google and LinkedIn, they're leaving huge gold mines in meta ads. If the creative itself is not appealing, is not grabbing their attention, then what benefit of that data targeting? Now, when your targeted audience sees the creative, it should answer the four questions. The first one is, what is your product? Second question is, who is it for? The third question is, why should they choose you over the competition? And the fourth one is, how they can take action. The only tool that you should use is metadata.io because it lets you directly replicate the marketing strategies like LinkedIn. You should scale the campaign by 5 to 10% because you are not allowing Facebook to show your ad to much more different audience. Assalamualaikum viewers. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to discuss that why meta ads is best for B2B marketing strategies. Because let's be honest, most B2B businesses either go with Google or LinkedIn for B2B marketing. As these businesses go more towards Google and LinkedIn, they're leaving huge gold mines in meta ads, which you can get. And in this video, we are going to discuss which marketing strategies you should use, how you should use creative targeting, how you should use detailed targeting. Because if everyone is going towards Google and LinkedIn ads, then who will get those clients which are in meta ads? And basically we are going to just discuss all of these things about targeting options and creatives like I just said. Now first let's discuss that why meta ads is best for B2B marketing and why people are going towards Google and LinkedIn ads. It's true that Google and LinkedIn both provide retail targeting options. Like Google provides you keyword targeting options where you can set which type of keyword it is, like broad match, phrase match, exact match. And LinkedIn provides you option where you can directly target those people who are at specific job post, who are the decision makers of their company. While these options both seem a bit appealing to you, but this does not make the meta ad space completely useless. Because let's be honest, after you go to your business and get back home, where are you going to spend most of your time? Either on Facebook or Instagram, sometimes on YouTube. But for those advertisers who want to run ads on Meta, that includes Facebook and Instagram, they have huge opportunity in getting these business owners, these business decision makers as their clients by the advanced features that Meta recently announced in their Meta ad campaigns section. And the best part about this is that you will be getting these leads at the fraction of the cost of the leads that you will be getting from either Google or LinkedIn. Now let's discuss the first step for getting these clients, which is data targeting. Now what essentially data targeting is, it is basically just data that Facebook requires, like interests, demographics, hobbies, job work titles, all of these things that Facebook requires about your targeted audience. Now there are two ways you can get this targeted data, either by third-party apps or Facebook itself. Now let's first discuss in-platform targeting, which basically means the targeting parameters that you will set for your targeting audience inside these meta ads campaign. Now this includes three types of demographics or settings that you can change in this campaign. Now let's first discuss what in-platform targeting is and how you can use it for your use case. Now in-platform targeting means the targeting parameters that you set for your targeted audience inside meta ads. That includes demographics, interests, hobbies, job titles, location, and much more. Now by default, Facebook has set these parameters up for a very broad targeted audience, and you would have to narrow down to your target audience by selecting these or filtering out all the unnecessary people. And if you're running ads for like perhaps a dropshipping store or something like this, e-commerce maybe, now that's fine. If you're running consumer ads, like if you're selling a phone, if you're selling a laptop for your shop or something like that, that's completely fine for that. But if you want to run campaigns for your B2B lead generation campaigns, then you should definitely not opt for this option. Instead, you should target your options by these all features. Now the second option is to use third-party tools for your audience targeting systems, which means you will import data from these tools or apps or wherever you are importing from and import it to your Facebook Meta Ads account into the custom audience section. Now what this does is that these platforms, these tools, these websites have already done their part of the research. Like for example, if you want clients for digital marketing agency, they have already filtered out all the unnecessary people and set the demographics, the interests and hobbies and locations, all the other filters for people who are interested in digital marketing agencies. So if you're running these meta ads for the first time, I would definitely recommend you opting for the third-party tools, websites or apps which will help you much more in the short term. But if you want to improve your meta ad skill, then you should go with meta ads in platform targeting system, because then it allows you to understand how does this whole system work, how does demographic works, how does interest work, how hobby works, how location works, and all of these other filters, how do they work. And basically it's very good for your business, for your skills in the long run. Now step number 2 after data targeting is creative targeting, and this is often overlooked because people think that if they have done all the data targeting correctly, then they will just get the leads. But the data targeting part is just to show the ad to the right consumers, to the right audience, to your targeted audience. But if the creative itself is not appealing, is not grabbing their attention, then what benefit of that data targeting is that you have either gotten from third-party tools or you did it yourself in the platform. So you should definitely put some time, put some focus into how you are making the creative. Either you are making the creative yourself or hiring someone else for you to make the creative. Now when your targeted audience sees the creative, it should answer the 4 questions. The first one is, what is your product? Second question is, who is it for? The third question is, why should they choose you over the competition? And the fourth one is, how they can take action, which basically means where is the CTA. Now let's break this down with example. For example, you are selling a school bag for students who have just started their school. Now what is this product? Now this product is a school bag. Who is it for? This is for those students who have just started, because this bag also includes stationery items, books that students need. Now let's break these questions down with an example of a school bag. For example, you want to sell a school bag to students who have just started to go to school, and the main difference between your school bag and your competitor's school bag is that you offer stationery items, you offer school books, and you offer uniform for students for their school. Now how your product answers these questions is the first one, what is your product? Your product is a school bag for students who just started the school. Now let's break this question down with the example of you selling a school bag for students who have just started going, and your bag offers free stationery, free books, and free uniform for their school. Now this alone answers all these 4 questions, and your offer seems way more valuable than those competitors who are just selling school books. Now if I just ask you, whose offer will sound better, yours or your competitors? Obviously you, because you're providing far more value than what your competitors are providing. The first thing is to use AI tools. Now if you're going with third-party tools, here's one which you should definitely use, is because it provides you data targeting options like LinkedIn, as it provides you with job titles, their company size, with their revenue, with if they can take decision of the company, and much more like the LinkedIn does. Now let's discuss some practical tips and tricks that you can use for your marketing strategy in meta ad. The first one is to use AI tools if you are going with third-party apps or tools or websites for your data targeting options. Now the only tool that you should use is metadata.io, because it lets you directly replicate the marketing strategies like LinkedIn, as it provides you with job titles, with company size, with company revenue, whether the audience that you are targeting can take the decisions of their companies or not. The second tip and trick is to focus on broad campaigns only if your creative is strong, because if your creative can grab the attention of your targeted audience, then you have to set the data targeting of your campaign a bit broader, so that meta ads can basically work their magic in algorithm and get on more B2B leads for your business. The third thing is to test multiple creatives with your campaign, as Facebook allows you to test 2 campaigns at a time, and which will basically let the data decide for you that which type of creative is best for your targeted audience. That can be either reel, carousel, or image. Now once you have dialed in all your targeting options and your creative options, then it's time to actually scale your campaign. And the formula to scaling your campaign is very simple. I have seen people scaling their budgets with like 50% of the total budget, or 30% or 80%, and they just pick random numbers depending on how their campaign is performing, and they just like scale the budget. But how you should scale is independent of your audience, independent of your creative. You should scale the campaign by 5 to 10%, because you are not allowing Facebook to show your ad to much more different audience than which it is showing to already. This was all for this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel. Till next, goodbye.